Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode from the KrebsCOHO channel. It's the second one we're doing for World of Tanks today. So what I'm actually going to be showing you guys, and this let me speed up to 1x speed, there we go. So what I'm going to be showing you guys today, I'm actually going to scroll over to the menu and show you what we're actually taking on. So I'm going to actually be playing as a Panzer III. Oh my god, the Panzer III! Wow, what a noobish tank. But to be fair, on the last two episodes that I've done, I've been playing as the SPG, the Guerrilla. And I've actually gotten to the HOMO recently, but I'm not going to spoil that because I'm going to do that in a separate episode. Not today, but, in a separate episode in the future. So what I'm actually doing today is playing as the Panzer III, and I'm playing with my good friend, Das Sergey, this German guy that I've been actually playing for quite a while now. Actually, he's been featured a few times in my earlier World of Tanks videos from like 6 months ago. So I'm still keeping in contact with the guy. We have, good friendship, and we maintain good contact and have a lot of fun playing games with each other. So he is my teammate today. We've both got the same tanks, and what does this mean? Well, we are towards the higher side of the tiers, okay? So there's a lot of noobish tanks compared to us. However, there's a lot of bigger ones compared to us as well. So on our team, we've got 3 KVs. If I was a Panzer III versus KV, I would be absolutely crapping myself right now and absolutely screaming to death of how much I'm going to be in pain. Stuff like that. They've also got Churchill's Panzer IVs, but, Panzer IV I think we can actually take on. B1 rubber duckies, I'm not exactly sure about that. If you guys don't know, I like to call the French tanks rubber duckies because, well, they actually look like rubber duckies. Now, this is actually going to be an exciting episode. Now, I'm not actually going to tell you what the name of the replay I saved it as is going to be, because then it would sort of spoil it. But let's say that it's one of these rare games where maybe you've had it a few times, but it's only happened maybe a few times for you, okay? I believe everyone should have probably has something similar in their lives so far in World of Tanks, but it is a rare occurrence, so you guys can watch and enjoy. So this is actually going to be the map, Red Shire, and we are going down along the left-hand side of the map. As you guys were seeing a little bit earlier there, we were going down along the left-hand side, just trying to avoid the center and the right hand side, because those are hilly areas and most people always go over there to try and go on top of the hills and start sniping other people who are stupid and daft to go in the open. So what we're actually doing is going along the left. We're speedy vehicles. That is the job of the Panzer III, to be a speedy vehicle to scout, even though you don't get really any points for scouting. That's what I've noticed. You hardly get any. It's very negligible if you do get any. So it's sort of upsetting in a way, but your speedy vehicles, you're agile, you're meant to take out artillery, you're supposed to circle around vehicles, and that's what we're doing. Look at that! Absolutely massacring the Vespa for the enemy team over here, and their Panzer IV, I believe, was just taken out. I'm not sure if that was Sergey who did it just there. I'm actually in free camera right now, so let's take a look around at what's going on. But there you are. They're all huddled up on top of the hill, and their team is getting absolutely massacred. 10-0 right now. It's absolutely horrible. Maybe you guys can predict what is going to happen. This is what I mean by rare occurrence. But this is what the Panzer III is meant to do. Be agile, dodge, and dodge, and dodge, and dodge. And so I'm trying to go as fast as I can, but when you're going up a hill, it's a little bit hard to do. So what I'm trying to do is get cover behind the enemy vehicle. Although he's moving, that's a bit unfortunate, but what a great thing to do is to actually get cover. And oh my god, we are just about to win. This has been like one of the shortest games ever. What I think I'm going to do is maybe a third video just to even out how long this this cast is for today. So I'll show you guys the second one. We're just gonna own this last Panzer III right here, and that's it. 15-0. Oh my god, that is crazy. 15-0. So I'm actually gonna show you guys another video in just a second. Alright, and here is another cast, you could say, video. So this time around we're going to be playing on the map Malinovka. Malinovka! Sounds so Russian, doesn't it? Malinovka! Okay, and I'm going to be playing as the Jagdpanther this time, that huge beast of a tank, the Jagdpanther! So that's what I'm going to be playing as. So it looks like I'm actually playing a lot of vehicles apart from the thingamajig, the SPG, the HOMO, or the Guerrilla. I mean, that is my main tank that I'm playing at the moment, but I do like to play my other tanks, the Jagdpanther, the Panzers, and stuff like that. Still trying to level them up. I'm pretty much strictly going down the German tech tree, actually. I've barely touched the other ones. You guys can see that in one of my previous episodes, how far along I've gotten the other trees. But, I really have just barely touched them, and I'm just trying to max out the German tree first. That's going to take a long time, isn't it? So, anyway, what I'm going to be doing is showing you guys this matchup on with the Yag Panther, and it is quite similar to the last episode. So, you know, the last one was very, very short, but that's because we got 15 for 0, and it's quite similar as well. But, you know, to balance out the length of the video, why not? Let's do it like this. Now, Yag Panther, so far I'm actually near the top. I'm 4th from the top of my team, so that means that it's going to be quite similar with their team as well. They're going to have quite equally matched vehicles, unless the balance system is absolutely horrid, which, that's okay. It looks okay today. This matchup looks alright. Not absolutely. Actually, no, they've got quite a bit more tier 4s than we do. That's what I don't like. This is what I noticed in quite a few of my games. That sometimes you'd have a lot more tier 4s or tier 5s or maybe even higher tier 1s, like at the top of the ladder, than the other team. And it becomes absolutely absurd because it looks really unbalanced. You know, sometimes you might win if you outmaneuver them or outskill them, but still, usually you don't win because it's simple as they have better tanks than you do. Now, so far, it's still been like 2 minutes into the game, but no tanks. We've killed one single tank on their team, and that was it. Still not really aware where the other ones are, and there we go. Everyone seems to just go in through the top side of this map. We've got one single lone gentleman down south who's just, I don't know what he's doing, going behind some cover, getting some something down there, maybe trying to get some sort of sight of what's happening up at the defensive line of the other team. Now, the Yag Panther, this is my main tank from before I quit. My main tank is the Hummel right now, but I love the Yag Panther. Such a powerful tank. I mean, admittedly, it's not the most powerful one out there for the tier. And look at the health, for example, only 150. It's not as much as just like a normal Tiger, or I believe a Tiger's just a bit higher, but, you know, actually, no, the Tiger is tier 7 as well. Yeah, it is. Tiger's tier 7, so it would be the same. But the health is obviously a big difference between tank destroyer and a tank like that, a normal tank. So the other benefits though with the Tiger or the Yag Panther is that it has sloped armor on the front, so it's obviously hard to penetrate. Everyone knows this sort of basic stuff about the tank destroyers. They have sloped armor on the front for the Germans anyway, and they're hard to penetrate from the front, but from the sides and the back armor, they're obviously a lot weaker. But the guns are so damn powerful. Look at that. Against the Tiger, I'm just doing like 200 HP at a time, 245. It's just absolutely insane how much damage I'm doing at a time to these higher vehicles. And you know what? It's damn cool, because if I was in a lower tier tank, I probably would be struggling to even penetrate it. And so when I try to take on a vehicle like a KV down there, for example, I would probably absolutely massacre it. I know a lot of lower tier tanks specifically have trouble against KVs because they have such heavily armored plates just about everywhere. I mean, it's really damn hard to penetrate a KV from any side. So obviously a lower tier tank would have a hard time doing that, but in the Yag Panther, man oh man oh man, you can just penetrate them so easily. And somebody is actually buzzing on my buzzer at the moment, so I'm going to pause the game 1 second. Alright, so back we go. Sorry, that was just the courier who's delivering a replacement for me. It's a long story, but basically I had to reject it because I didn't actually need the replacement. My item actually did come. However, it was the fault of the courier because, you know, stuff like happened, you know, it's a long story. Anyway, so back to the game. Now, we're actually making a mass rush on them because we realized, oh my god, we just killed a whole bunch of their guys up north here. So they must have literally nothing left. I mean, look at all those smoldering wrecks, all the destruction of the tanks right there and along the front in front of me. So we obviously recognize, oh my god, we just destroyed a huge amount of them. We killed a Tiger, their higher tier tanks, and now we're just moving in like a blitzkrieg. This is like the Ghost Division, all of us. I know it's not exactly perfect. I know it's not like all German tanks or something like that, but you know what? Fair enough. It looks like a blitzkrieg sort of thing. All of us, you can see it on the mini-map actually. You can see all of us, just this big stream of tanks moving down south, being absolutely devastating. They are absolutely crumbling. I mean, they're probably turning around and just looking at us and they're thinking, oh my god, which way do we defend from? Do we defend the fields? Because it looks like one of their enemy tanks is actually defending at the fields, but they're getting rushed by 3 tanks on that side as well. And now we're all rushing in, and we're literally coming in from every side. And so they've got 5 tanks left, and they must be panicking like hell right now. We have not even lost a single one, so it is another 10 for 0 right now. It's one of those games, another rare occurrence, but you know what? Really fun. It was just absolutely devastating in a way to actually get get into a position like this where you've lost nothing and you're destroying everything on the enemy team, maybe you guys can take some notes from it. You know, I'm not trying to boast myself and saying like, oh yeah, this is such an easy game and stuff like that. I mean, it was admittedly easy, but I'm not trying to boast myself. I'm trying to give you guys some entertainment and also maybe give you some tips on how this came about. So basically, in this game so far, what we did, we all massed up in the north, and the artillery was superior and actually taking them all out. So I don't know why the enemy artillery didn't try to kill us. Maybe it missed or something like that. Maybe it hit us and it didn't do enough damage. But basically, we didn't see any tanks south, so that meant all of our artillery could have, or at least the guerrilla, I suppose we only have one artillery, don't we? The guerrilla could have focused on the enemy tanks up north, and so that's what I was doing. There we go, oh my gosh, so it looks like I got 3 times XP because that was part of the event, and wow, that is a lot of XP. That is a lot, that's with premium and all that on top of it, so there you guys go. Another 15 for 0, absolute massacre, wow. I love these games like that, but then again, they are rare occurrences that you actually lose nobody on your team and you kill everyone on their team. Very rare indeed. Unfortunately, I got 0 kills that round, but you know what? I did quite a bit of damage because I got lots of experience. Personal achievements. There you go. I mean, look at that. Shot 16, hits targets 12, and I shot and damaged 7 tanks. Oh my gosh. And I detected a tiger. Fair enough. Battle heroes, Confederates, whatever that means. I'm not exactly sure what a Confederate is. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the cast, showing you guys a little bit of entertainment and just how these things come about. A big, massive swoop. Sometimes rushes work, sometimes they don't, and they can fail and crumble apart. So if you're ever doing a successful rush, make sure you do it when you know the enemy is weak, alright? So there you guys go. I hope you enjoyed the cast. If you want to leave me any suggestions, just leave a comment or something what you would like to see next. Likewise, you can also send me in your replays and I'll do a shoutcast of them. So send them in to KrebsCOHO at hotmail.co.uk. You can find that on my channel page, the exact address if you'd like to do that, and I could do a shoutcast of your game. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, see you all later. Bye-bye.